And there are some great stories that we teach our children about life. And one of those stories is the little engine that could. And he came to a big engine, said, I'm too special for that. And came to another little engine, oh, I don't have the energy, I can't make it. And he came to another engine that just said, I'm just too small. And then a little engine said, well, I'm gonna give it a try. And he took those train cars up the mountain to the children on the other side. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And with a lot of work, he finally made it, and then we all celebrated when he said, I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could. Well, if we're gonna teach those lessons to our kids, we need to remember those lessons ourselves. This is one great event, this is one great facility, but Shelton has so much more to give, and I will be there to help us make this a great place for our kids to live and love and learn and stay and work. So thank you everyone for your help.
Wow. What a beautiful day, what an exciting time for our community. 60 years ago, in 1955, Washington State Governor Arthur B. Langley and Lilburn H. Stevens, Major General of the Washington National Guard and the Adjutant General, dedicated this building, the Shelton Armory, to our community. Today, again, is the dawning of a new tomorrow for Mason County, the City of Shelton, Mason Transit Authority, and for this building, the Washington National Guard Armory, that has served our community so well and for so long. We are here today for two reasons. First, to rededicate this building to serving our community as a transit community center. Second, and more importantly, to rededicate ourselves to bettering our community by building on the success of this project through improving the lives of all of our citizens. We will do this here by giving them opportunities for education, recreation, training, and mobility through the programs, services that these programs will call the Transit Community Center their home. This project is the first of its kind in our nation. That's according to Peter Rogoff, the former administrator of the Federal Transit Administration. And it's a reflection of the innovation and partnerships that are integral to the principles that guide Mason Transit Authority.
At any time on an MTA bus, you will find babies carried by their moms and dads to our wisest senior citizens. Now I'm in that group, I hope. And everyone in between. The Transit Community Center will be no different. The Transit Community Center will provide programs and services for all ages and interests, including the great game of pickleball. And also, I'm so proud of the fact that this restoration of the Armory, our National Guard worked with you to make this possible. What a great project for Mason County, what a great project for Shelton. And I'm just glad that you still bring back the old guys. Thank you, appreciate it.
This place is nothing short of transformative for this community. It will do a great deal to enable community to be connected with itself. I love what somebody said earlier. You can get anywhere you want to go from here. You can get anywhere you want to go from here. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of people in this community, for a lot of very good reasons, are going to want to get here to be a part of this incredible community. The thing I want to make sure does not go unnoticed. Brad mentioned it just in passing. This is a first of its kind in the nation. This is what does trailblazing look like? Look around this room. This is what trailblazing looks like. This is what innovation looks like. This is what risk-taking looks like, to build a sense of community and provide services, mobility and community services. So I congratulate absolutely everybody who was involved, and I too cannot wait. I cannot wait to be a part of many, many, many future community events and celebrations in this facility. Everybody in this room has been a part of bringing it to this point and will be a part of it in the future. Today is a day to feel good. Thank you.
This project happened because people thought out of the box. It happened because people took an acceptable level of risk to do something different, to combine transit services and human services into this great community. You know, there's an adage that it is okay to go out on a limb sometimes because that's where the fruit is. My friends, this is a fruit-bearing project. You will see it bear fruit in the community partnerships that will be more sustainable and will make this successful. You'll see it in the way that it serves as a cornerstone for economic development and revitalization.
Bringing mobility to this community through community building is what this transit center is all about.
The connection that a hub like this brings is a connection that unifies and unites not just communities, but expands communities out a little bit further.
I also want to brag a little bit on Mason Transit because they were the ones who brought the creative forces together to keep knocking on the FTA's door. What kind of discretionary grants do you have? Can we compete for this? And they were that little engine that could.
But at the end of the day, it is all from one source: your dollars. Your tax dollars have made this center possible. This is the community at work.
Well, I really do believe we are the most innovative, most creative state in the country and the most creative nation on the planet. And that doesn't go just for computer chips or rocket engines or ways to cure cancer. It's ways for communities to become stronger, to allow individuals and families to bolster their prospects, and that's the creativity that has happened here. Great to be in Mason County on every day. World-class gooey duck pastries at Zinn's, world-class oysters at Taylor Shellfish, and now world-class Mason County Transportation Center. What a great day to celebrate. And it is.
Kramer, Outreach Manager, Mason Transit Authority.
Rob Johnson, Legal Counsel.
Drew Phillips, Foreman Construction.
Marshall Creer, Maintenance Manager, Mason Transit.
Hi, I'm Jerry Wood with Mason Transit, and I paid the bills for this building.
Kathy Geist, Transit Community Center Manager. Talking about the atrium and the different versatile ways that it can be used other than just actually having a nice stroll through here, which is what a lot of people are doing. We've designed the event space so that the doors open all the way out. The sound system carries out to the atrium so that if you want to have an event that's al fresco, then we can close these gates down and you can open these big doors and you can bring your event out here.
Andrea Billingsley, Transit Community Center Assistant, here for all your transit and community center questions and needs.
So here we have the gym / event center. It is getting so used that we are worried that we can't keep up.
Sue Richards, Transit Community Center, customer service.
The whole facility has views. There's not one room in the facility that doesn't have a nice view.
Tamara Reed, customer service representative for Mason Transit.
And then for a couple hours during the day, they sell the food that they cook. The money that they make when selling their food goes back to the culinary program. So we designed this kitchen so that they could do the same thing once they get here. They'll start in their summer programs here in July.
Mary Ann Norquist, finance manager, Mason Transit.
We have this counter here that's set up as a cafeteria.
Mike Oliver, Mason Transit development manager and project manager for the construction of the facility.
That you'll start here, you'll get your plate, and you'll order what you're going to have, and you come down here, and then you go to the very end.
Steve Goins, I'm the Director of Community and Economic Development for Shelton.
And this is your bistro area. So people can come in here, sit down, we'll have music, or we have, of course, your screen, your big screen, and we can put on Oprah TV or whatever.
Nicole Brown, OAC Services project manager, part-time cat herder, and budget hawk.
So what we have here is our 4 retail spaces. These retail spaces were designed in a way to make it easy for new startup businesses or for small business to come into this space.
Hey, Ray Rothrock, operations supervisor, part of the service development team, and one of the people who have to coordinate the transportation here through the news community center. Thanks.
A cleaning and damage deposit of $200. The space is $1.50 a square foot, so it's easy to rent.
Paula Flint, Mason Transit Authority, Finance Department.
Hello, Kelly Mayo, City Shelton Building Official and Building Inspector. We partnered with MTA to provide inspections, make sure everything was safe and sound.
A really great storefront design. We have the windows and all the front were all designed to be storefront.
Hi, Drew Hicks, former construction, project engineer.
A lot of visibility. We have 665,000 riders a year, so you're getting visibility like you would never be able to get anywhere else in town.
I'm Keith Michelle, I'm a project manager with Forma Construction.
With a hallway system built in, a corridor system, so that you could go down there to that office, to that one, and then the one in front of you, of course. It also just happens to be 6 feet longer than a bowling alley requires, so that's always a good use for it.
Morning, Roger Hansen with HHJ Merritt Architects, member of the architectural and construction team.
This space you can also see Mount Rainier from when it's not cloudy.
Morning, I'm Chi Tong. I'm an architect with HHJ Architects, and my job is to make sure all the construction is according to the design concept.
First of all, gosh, I should get a really good shot of this John Deere stairway.
Ricky Johnson, HR manager for Mason Transit. I hire all the good people that work here.
Chris Pleasant, former construction, site superintendent, in charge of all phases of construction.
The whole building has an industrial feel to it, and the reason that we did that is because quite frankly, this is kind of an industrial town, and it fits. We also we built the building to last. Not a lot of frill. There's not a lot of unneeded things here or there that just make the building pretty. It's a beautiful building, but it's also absolutely functional.
Donald Strand, Union Carpenter, Local 129, Lacey, Washington.
All the furnishings for the facility was donated, and it was donated by a company called Action Furniture in Tacoma, Washington. Again, not over the top, not a whole lot of frill, not a whole lot of waste of taxpayer dollars. So.
Hi, I'm Brad Patterson, General Manager of Mason Transit Authority. Welcome to your Transit Community Center.
For 2015, the Mason Transit Authority is the Rural Community Transportation System of the Year.